Hello, wildlife gardeners. When Odysseus' men came to Circe's island, she saw trouble coming and decided to turn them all into pigs. Reasonable action for someone seeing a horde of sailors come marching up her front drive. So Odysseus turns up slightly later, hearing about this event, and sees his men wallowing around, peering at things in a short-sighted fashion, not really able to recognise him, vaguely delusional and generally acting a bit cray-cray. And he thinks, it's true, she has turned them into pigs. But realistically, did she enchant a whole bunch of people and turn them into physical animals? Or maybe was Circe more of a poisoner than an enchantress? Because all that makes people behave in a vaguely pig-like fashion are actually symptoms of nightshade poisoning. Deadly nightshade contains a compound called atropine, which will give you intense racing heart, dilates your pupils so that you can't see properly, you start to get delusional as your system starts to break down, and you start to behave in a really cray-cray manner. However, Odysseus had been given a herb by the god Hermes called Moly, which he was able to use to break the enchantment and turn his sailors back into men again. Now, was Moly a mythical magical flower that doesn't really exist and it's a gift of the gods and we mortals should shut up about it? Well, possibly. It was supposed to have a very white flower and it was supposed to have a black root. Root, bulb, potato, potato's actually neither a root nor a bulb. But it's possible that snowdrops actually look a little bit like Moly, but where it gets even more interesting is that they contain a compound which neutralises some of the effects of atropine. So you could potentially use a snowdrop to perform a magical cure on someone who was suffering from deadly nightshade poisoning, and maybe turn them back from a pig into a bonny sturdy sailor. This is all speculation, but some academics have done some work on it, and I'll drop the links to those in the comments below. Snowdrops are prevalent in the Mediterranean region. There are some varieties that were definitely brought up from there and then were naturalised here. But yeah, fabulous flower, one of the first and brightest signs of spring. And frankly, if I'd been turned into a pig, I wouldn't mind someone waving a snowdrop at me.